you were watching this fight, and you were angry enough or bothered by to tweet out?
Oh, I wasn't angry at all, and I wasn't bothered. Number one, fantastic card and fantastic fight. Not only the Conor Khabib fight, but the whole card was fantastic. It was just funny how the similarities were in line with the Malice at the Palace. But let me start by saying this, that all the junk that Conor, but that's Conor's stick by insulting and selling pay-per-view. We've seen this. We've seen it before. And when you insult the man's faith, his family, his country, at the end of the day, my opinions are sticks and stones, break your bones, names will never hurt me. I thought Khabib should have rose above. But I get where the angry after he almost choked when he did choke him out. Because if you watch it really closely, after Conor taps out, he holds on to it an extra second longer and then has words for Conor. That I was okay with because that was pent-up frustration. Where it sets it off and it parallels the Malice at the Palace is when he jumps out of the octagon and goes into the stands. Now, I hear people saying, well, he was going after Conor's jiu-jitsu coach, and that still doesn't make it right just because he knows how to protect himself. What about the people around his jiu-jitsu coach?
Yeah.
It still doesn't make it okay. And people say, well, that's boxing. And in this case, MMA, you sign up for that. No, you don't. Look, I know people, when you go to a basketball game, you don't expect it to spill over into the stands. Well, it happened. You don't expect that in baseball. Well, it happens. Hockey, I know there's fighting in hockey, but you don't expect it to spill over. But it happens, and it's never okay. It wasn't okay November 19th, 2004. In the middle of it, it was bedlam. I to this day, I shake my head on a couple instances that went down that day. But it happens. It's never okay. But I will say this. The commissioner, David Stern, was swift. Because we had a game the next night, and we only played with 6 guys. If you remember, I was in a cast. I had a broken finger, and I begged our trainers to cut off my cast so I could play. We only had 6 guys. He said the justice was swift. This is being kind of played out a little bit because, we're going to wait for the Nevada Commission and visas might. No, Dana White. You can control your organization and you can be swift in its justice.
Because I'm looking at because, Artest was banned for the rest of the season. You had Steven Jackson got 30 games.
30 games.
Jermaine O'Neal got 25.
Which was cut down to 15.
Anthony Johnson got 5. Ben Wallace got 6.
I got a game.
Billups, Chauncey got a game.
Got a game.
Yeah.
Look, Ron missed, he $5 million gone for the rest of the year. I thought the punishment was a little too much. I expected obviously a fine and suspensions. I didn't think Ron was going to be gone the rest of the year. Because this made me go back, which I don't like to do, and look at the replays of that whole thing. Hard foul. Was it a hard foul? 40 seconds left in the game. We were up 15. Hard foul. But the overreaction by Ben Wallace, that created everything. And then Ron is just chilling laying down on the scorer's table, my hand on him, and that damn cup out of the corner of my eye. I see it in slow motion. And then the Incredible Hulk. From David Banner to the Incredible Hulk. And everything ensued after that. Now, when Khabib jumped the octagon and went in, we still don't know because when I was watching it live, Rogan and gang were talking about it, but they wouldn't show the replays.
Crazy.
Why is that?
I don't know. Why wouldn't you? They were trying to sanitize it. Why wouldn't you cover that? You had to do the play-by-play of what's going on here.
And I wanted to see which was a bush league by Khabib's corner people jumping in, and the guy that was tagging Conor from behind. Come on, man! What a punk move! That's a punk move. This man just went 4 rounds. Yes, he got beat down. Yes, he got choked out. But, man, you don't come up from behind and tag the man a couple of times. Again, I understand the frustration in the Khabib corner. I get it. This dude talked massive trash, but you choked the life out of him. And I would have talked trash in that octagon while they were putting the belt on forever. That should have been his, get back. But where he lost everything is when he jumped. But I get it. But at the end of the day, sticks and stones. Look, you can't leave the field of play, in this case, the octagon. You just can't do that. I'm sure there will be a major suspension for him. I personally do not think he should lose his belts over this.
He won't.
Because the fight was over.
Yeah.
He had done what he was supposed to do, and he's still undefeated, and he put the smackdown on Conor. But I think a major suspension will be coming down. But guess what? I'm going to pay for Conor Khabib too. Won't you?
Yeah,
this is great this is great promotion for two. It'll happen. Just like I thought Conor was going to be banned from the octagon in April after throwing the dolly through the bus. I thought there ain't no way they're bringing this dude back. That sells tickets.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they could suspend him for 6 months, but all that means is he doesn't fight for 6 months, and then he comes back after 6 months in one day, and then he's ready to fight Conor McGregor again. He's not going to lose his belt. They may fine him, $1 million or something, and they move on.
I believe his purse was $2 million for the fight, and I think they'll probably you're right. They'll probably hold $1 million back.
Maybe.
500,000, $1 million. But I think he'll get some of his purse because the work was already done. He did put in the work.
Yeah, he did.
He choked the life out of him. But you can't leave the field of play. You can't. But look, at the end of the day, you're talking to a smack talker. I get it. I absolutely get it. This dude was talking so much trash. The weigh-ins, putting hands on me. I get it. But you had that when you were choking him out, and Herb Dean, after he tapped out and was trying to grab you, and you held on that extra 2 seconds, that was your justice right there. And when you got up and you were talking noise to him, that was your justice. Leave it at that. When Joe Rogan comes into the ring and interviews you, that's when you're smacked. That's when you should have let it all out. But when you jump the octagon and you go in, and I don't want to hear that's his jiu-jitsu coach and he knew how to handle himself. What about the other people around him? What about the officers that had to run in? What if they would have got a stray elbow? We don't know because they won't release the footage.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Dan Patrick Show app.